Yo, I ain't here for the.
Here we have the DayZ player, typically looking for food, or looking for something that might aid his adventure. Here he looks like he's collecting a battery for a BBS, or maybe a Garthulus. Here we will follow this guy's journey to prosper the DayZ Generis. Looks like he's very geared, and he is on his way to finding a sanctuary of his own where he can call a home. Now we see the DayZ player struggling to fight for the hunting backpack. Maybe he will, maybe he won't, but I guess that he will, because that is a better bag. Here the DayZ player fights for another fight for survival. He doesn't block like he should, but maybe he will learn in the future to block and be more effective in melee. Maybe he will find some ties for this Garthulus, but instead he carries on to Berezino. He checks the Garthulus, or whatever this vehicle is called, if it has a radiator. It has a radiator, it's just missing 2 front tires. Now, I seem to have lost the DayZ player. We follow this guy's journey. We seem to be on a morning rise. The coast over the map of Chinaris indefinitely for a couple of hours. What will he find in this house? Who knows? But he is making a lot of noise so that the zombie may be attracted. He learns to shut the door. And what will he find in this magnificent house? A tent? No. But what is he looking for? The forts? I'm not sure. All we can do is watch this magnificent bastard. Does he take the tent? Does he not? Does he sacrifice the space in his mountain backpack for a nice, small, medium tent? He shuffles through his inventory, wondering which items he should take or not. Looks like he decided not to take the tent. With no blocking, he decides to take on another zombie, only taking 1 hit. He checks the shitter to find any nails or anything that might be of use. Next, he takes a look inside the tool shed. Avail, nothing is there. If only he could reach Berezino, where he would reap the rewards of such a magnificent spawn location. He checks the greenhouse for any kind of food, but there is none. Opening up the door to find nothing in this room. Nothing in this room. What about this room? He shuts the door to protect himself from the next zombie. He finds nothing in the room. He seems to have found something, although I am not sure what it was. We continue on and follow this magnificent survivor. Now I would call him something else, but his name is Survivor. He takes his top off to put a pink raincoat on to protect him from that rain. Shuffling through his bag, he sees what he's got to protect himself from the harshness of the rain. While he does that, we take a look at the magnificent surroundings. Beautiful. If only we could have done this as a human civilization and not overpopulated the world. For we would all be the same as the survivor, taking only what we need in our journey of self-sustaining. Are you going to fucking do something? Or are we going to carry on doing fuck all? And it's to open up a furnace to make sure that he is warm. He decides to make a campfire, wearing only his hunter jacket and his pink spandex leggings, with his white Converse. What a magnificent sort of guy. He's trying to make a fire so that he can keep himself warm at night, even though the sun is only just rising. What an ugly human being. This zombie has seen better days, but it's any kind of noise, the survivor will be in jeopardy. He pulls out a knife to make some rags so that he might ignite the fire that will keep his life going. He sits and ponders what to do. Sounds to me as if he's getting hungry. He sits and looks at the rags, not knowing what to do. What a beautiful XR, X1 shotgun. If he was to use this, he might bring a horde of zombies. Luckily for him, he will be able to find a suppressor that fits that shotgun. Finally, he does something with the rags. Although, I think he's trying to make a campfire. Next stage is to put the rags with the bark, although I'm not sure that works. He will have to use that knife to cut down a small bush, like this one, to make sticks so that he can combine the rags with the sticks to make a campfire. I'm not sure this DayZ player knows what he's doing. I envy him not knowing what to do. He seems to be doing something with his hands. It could be anything. I don't even know what that is. He seems to be levitating off the floor, stepping on something bigger than is meant to be in the game. He picks up the bark. What will he do next? If you didn't know, this is a random survivor. I have no question in my heart that I know this guy or woman. He's a random person that's joined my server in hopes to survive Oddsock survival. I don't know this guy. He's trying his hardest to survive. What will he do to get the campfire up and running? He has placed a stone inside the furnace. All he needs now is some sticks, which he has finally got in his hand. Now he can connect the sticks to the rag to make a fireplace. I think he's trying to make a drill kit. Yes, that is what he's made. And now he's trying to light the stone on fire. Maybe he's put some paper in there, some rags that ignites the stone. He has been able to make a fire. Now he is safe. He can warm up his food or even cook any kind of food on the furnace. The fire has run out. What will he do? Venture onwards or reignite the flame with one of his remaining glass sticks?
Hello, Nevaeh. How's it going? You okay, darling? Nappy. Hello. Hello.
Oh, I mean, he racks his IZH 18 with 762 bullet, I think. I'm not sure which this takes, but I'm pretty sure it's a 762 by 39. He seems to have bullets for his gun, so that he might defend himself with his itchy trigger finger.
Hello, baby. Hey. Yes, I'm recording, aren't I? Are you okay, baby? Yeah. When you want some attention? Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm still recording. As we follow the survivor into the wilderness. I think he's onto me. He seems to think that I'm actually here. I have no idea if my man's a ghost or not, but just know we're following you as you survive this wilderness. Onwards. This is a tool shed. You can find stuff like generators, duct tape, tools and such to survive the wilderness and make yourself a base. With the sun at east, you should go north towards Berezino. I've lost the survivor. Where has he gone? He is here. He needs to go towards Berezino, where there's a big town waiting for him to find lots of loot, him or her. The sun at your left is east. Go north, survivor. Go north. You have been in there. That is where you had your fire. The camera angles seem like it's Resident Evil 2, where you don't know which way you're going. To this house. What will he find in this tool shed? It's getting a tad dangerous, as my man is only over there. I may have to use my admin powers to move my body away from the survivor. It's getting a little bit hairy. He has found a better mountain bag that suits his fashion sense, looking like a winter surplus of a beautiful mountain bag. This guy is now going to transfer everything to his other mountain backpack. And when I say guy, That means a woman or a male. We will now refer to the survivor as my guy. Now, I'm super sorry, survivor, my guy, but I'm pretty sure you don't know what the fuck is going on. My guy has now picked up the same weapon he already has. She, him, shim, him, shim. My guy has picked up the same weapon for no apparent reason. Right, so now we need to double check and make sure my guy, my actual guy, is safe away from the survivor. He runs effortlessly around the apple trees in desperation to find that perfect apple. Stuck on a branch, my guy struggles to get past. Following the trail, and now need to cut the video to move my man. Unfortunately, the server was reset, and I'm unsure whether the survivor will return. Who knows? We'll soon see. But logging in after a nice shutdown, restart of the server, a nice cigarette, and a nice San Miguel. We find the survivor back in the world of Chinaras, an Otsuck survivor. He has decided to log back in. Back at the Gerpalaparas, whatever this vehicle may be called, I never seem to know. He is trying to fix it up. Unsure of what it needs other than... Oh, I see that he is trying to fit a car battery to a truck. This survivor needs a truck battery to put to this Gerpalaparas. He can't seem to do it. This may warrant the survivor unable to drive this vehicle, as well as needing a truck battery. He needs, or maybe needs, a spark plug. I can't see the spark plug. Maybe the spark plug is in, I'm not sure. Alas, he needs 2 tires for this vehicle. Onwards and upwards, the survivor searches a rundown truck that has no function nor any items near it. If only the survivor went to Berezino, he'd be able to find some wheels. The survivor decides to try and mount what looks to be like a DZ, a DB9. I don't know. These also may or may not have spark plugs, but more importantly, has tires that the Gerpalaparas does not fit. I'm not going to lie, but this journey is painful. The guy looks like he's logging out, never to be seen again. Farewell, survivor. I hope your journey travels well. Love you long time. Goodbye. And that is all she wrote. Goodbye until the next time. We shall see you in the world of Chinaras.